Alright everyone, welcome back to the NASCAR Xfinity series here at Darlington Raceway as we get ready for the Helper Hero 200. Let's get ready to get racing. Alrighty guys, we have arrived at Darlington. We got ourselves some newer fire suits. The team needed to upgrade, so we got that taken care of, and we're about to head out to try out Darlington here in qualifying. Let's go see what we got. Alright, we got the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam on board here of our Florida Racing Mobile. Let's see what we can do at Darlington, one of my favorite tracks in NASCAR Heat 5. Sometimes it's not as fun as others, but for the most part, really enjoy racing at this track. Kind of similar to Bristol in many ways, but it's definitely fun to try out. Let's see what we get here for our first time. Do we have one or two laps? Only have one lap remaining. Hit the brakes a little bit. So I might need to loosen the car, but it feels like it's a little bit on the stiff side. So I might need to loosen it up just a little bit more to be able to get it to feel a little bit better in the corner. Get those brakes. Get our Darlington stripe in qualifying. I think we'll need to loosen it up a little bit. And we're going to be a little bit on the slow side. That's going to put us back in 18th. So not terrible, but definitely not great. So we need to do a little bit better than that. Alright, so let's go ahead and loosen that up just a tad bit more. I think that should help us out, but we'll find out here as we hit the track at Darlington. Let's get the race started as we sit third in the points. And we could definitely use some better finishes. So let's keep on grinding and see what we can do here. Alright everyone, welcome back to Darlington Raceway. We are here, ready for the 200. Ray Black Jr. failed technical inspection, Harrison Burton has failed pre-race inspection, and Brandon Jones is your power winner. Let's get ready to go racing for 200 miles of racing action. Here, at the Lady in Black, Darlington Raceway. Alright, you heard whoever was announcing the race for us there. Let's go racing. We got Ray Black Jr. all the way in the back, so hopefully that means he's not going to be in our way like he was the last race. So that was annoying. At some point we do have payback to give him, but that's going to hopefully be for another day. We're 16th, so really not that bad. Ooh, we got Joe Nemechek up here. He actually had a really good qualifying effort apparently. Good job for him as we're running up the pack here just a little bit on the lower side. You can kind of, a little bit into Jeremy Clements there, but you can kind of run the bottom just a little bit, and that usually helps you out. And you can typically do a pretty good job moving forward. Got just an out guy to my outside there. That's not giving me much room. There we go. Ease up onto the banking, and we're good on the exit. Gotta watch the exit, because that is where the car will come around on you real quick, so we're gonna be real careful. Let's look at the important facts of the race as we already get another Darlington stripe in the race. We got ourselves 19 laps of fuel. We got ourselves 37 laps in total, 35 laps remain. And we're gonna be watching our tires to see how those continue to wear, but a little bit of a longer lapped race here at Darlington, so we're going to see what we can do to maintain our position and also keep hitting the wall. Yeah, great. Alright, so I think we need to be a little bit gentle on the brakes, as the brakes are kind of upsetting the cars. That's the main problem I'm having at the moment. 34 laps remaining, 18 laps of fuel. You can always enter a little bit on the lower side, but we got to make sure we watch our speed, because if you do that, then you can really slip the car there. So now the car's getting a little bit on the looser side, a little bit too loose now. So we gotta be nice and easy. Should have throttled up there, hit the wall again. Yeah, we're not getting a whole lot of grip on our outside there. We're kind of slipping and sliding up into the wall a little bit too much. So that's giving us a little bit of a headache at the moment. Gotta kind of do a little brake and throttle dance here. Keep the car where we want it. But we are maintaining 8th position and driving away from the guys behind us, so I think we can get up here. Noah Gregson doing no regrets and things, and that is dominating here at Darlington, something he did quite a lot, if I remember correctly, in the Xfinity series when he was running. Did a really good job with this track. We got a pretty good pack up here that we can get to. We just got to get a manhandle our Ford Racing Ford Mustang and get it up there. I think we can do it. We just got to find a balance of throttle off throttle and not hit the wall every time we enter the corner. 15 laps of fuel remaining, so keeping an eyeball on that. That's going to help dictate strategy. So we got to keep a good eyeball on that, and we'll spin it out. And not a caution in sight for a single car spin off the turn. We did technically keep it out of the racing groove there for the most part. Having some stack ups back below. We're going to come up to the track, and we're going to hit the Whataburger machine as we merge back on. Still no caution from NASCAR, as multiple cars involved in this race incident. Sounds pretty typical, honestly. Caution issues. Wonder where we've seen that before. Anyways, see, they call the caution or don't call the caution. That's how that works. And currently they're choosing not to call the caution. We'll see how that works out in the next race. Yeah. Anyways, currently no cautions out. We do have quite a lot of damage on the front nose of the Mobile. And so we're going to have to work on him a little bit during our pit area. But it looks like we also got somebody smoking there on pit road. So multiple vehicles having issues there. We've fallen back to 19th. Not where we want it to be. We want it to be a little bit higher up. So that's an issue. We might have to work on trying to tighten the car up just a little bit as we hit the wall there once again. We're going to let I think this is Burton, right? Yep, Harrison Burton in the 20. Let him on by 12 laps remaining. And we just continue to sideswipe our vehicle into the wall here. Gonna work on grabbing my adjustment notes as we go way off into the corner. Got to gather back up though, so we didn't do that, but that's going to be a bit of an issue later on there. There we go. Got the car lined up on the back stretch, turning down a little bit. Just trying to make sure I have my crew chief notes with me here, and we'll see what we can do. But the car continues to be pretty loose on that side. So let's see. Alrighty, so that's good to know. So I think we're going to need to go up on the wedge a little bit. Be able to help this car as we just continue to destroy the side of it. Now we might need to actually reduce that wedge now that I'm looking at that. That would help us get some more tension there on the left rear tire, which would help us out a little bit. Okay, so we might need to reduce the wedge. And we got somebody else smoking there. They're having an issue. Still no caution throughout this race, so I'm not sure what NASCAR is really doing here, but multiple cars having mechanical issues. We got fluid down on the track apparently, and still no caution to speak of. So interesting choices from NASCAR so far. I guess it is Darlington, so I guess they're kind of used to it. Still interesting, nonetheless. Looks like we got just now guy right here. He's falling back to the 17th position. He's not having a super good time right now. Almost felt like the car was going to step out underneath him, which was not going to be fun. But luckily we were able to gather that up and didn't have much of an issue. Right, 8 laps of fuel remaining. Tires are going to be the thing that we're going to need to work on sooner rather than later, so keeping an eyeball on those tire temps and tire wear. And there we go, tire monitor warning is on. So we probably have 2, maybe 3 laps at max that we can run on that front right. That's not going to be much. kind of gotten used to the car now just a little bit, so that's kind of helping us get where we need to be. Plus, also everyone else is kind of slowed up as their tires are worn out now. So that's helping us out with getting the car moved forward here just a little bit, running a little bit on the lower side. Yeah, we can get one more lap out of this car, and then it's going to be pit time. This next lap by here. 22 laps remaining. That's going to put us really close on that strategy. I think everyone's trying to run their fuel all the way to the end of the strategy, so that way they can make sure, close to the wall, make sure that they have enough fuel to run all the way to the end. But tires is the biggest thing that I've got going on, so we got to come down this time by way off pit lane. And amazingly we make it. Alright, we're going to get almost enough fuel. We're going to get 4 tires. We're going to go up on the wedge just a little bit there. Hopefully that helps us out. Right. We're going to lower the tire pressures there on the side just to give us some more grip on that outside, because we did not have much grip on those right side tires. Pit crew time. They got a lot of work ahead of them. Alright, we get the wave around. We're starting off in the back. Gotta get my camera view set back up. There we go. Alright, we're in the back here, 21st position. We gotta work our way through the field here. We're gonna try and get past Fickham here. There we go. Past Chad, Fickham, and into the embrace of the turn. We got 4 brand new tires. And I think with that caution, we should be good on fuel. The biggest thing is going to be tires here going into the end. And we're able to move our way up here pretty good through the field. Nice and easy with the brake. There we go. Car feels a little bit better grip-wise. Also brand new tires, so we'll see how that wears in. And we got 16 laps remaining, so we should be good on fuel. It's going to be kind of tight on tires, though, depending on how badly we drive it. No Gregson out in the lead. We're back up to 19th already, so we got this car pretty well tuned up. We still got, obviously, a little bit of aero damage that is not showing up. So, see how that works. But hopefully with the new NASCAR game, NASCAR 25, talk about that here a little bit. Hopefully, we get a pit stop model where we can reduce how much damage we have, not necessarily take away the damage that we have. Like, it takes a few stops to actually fix all the aero damage, but we can fix like engines and other things like that a little bit quicker. But for at least the aerodynamics, usually those take a little while to get fixed. So hopefully we see a model that where it takes like multiple pit stops to actually get that taken care of, and not just one stop and you're done. I know this game does a decent job of making sure that the stop's longer, so it takes time to get that fixed, but still it would be nicer to see a little bit more realistic, where it takes multiple pit stops to get all your aerodynamic stuff fixed up. But anyways, we got our stuff fixed here for the most part. Gonna hit the wall there a little bit more, and we're up to P11, which is pretty good. Got 17 laps of fuel remaining and 13 laps of race remaining. And you can see that right front getting eaten away there pretty good. So we went up on the wedge just a little bit. Car feels much better so far. Had a little bit of a hit into the wall, so not bad. Get underneath the 8 here. Ooh, boy. Got a little bit loose coming out of that 4 there. Get underneath Chastain here in the 10. And we got 2 Joe Gibbs Racing and Caution out on the track. Doesn't look like anybody's coming to pit road. Seems like the pace laps here should help us out, so we stayed out for the moment. As I said, right side tires, that's where our biggest issue is going to be. Fuel is definitely not an option, definitely not a problem now, but our option is going to be the right side tires here, so we'll see how that goes. 9 laps remaining. It's still going to be a little bit on the tight side, I think, but I think it's doable. Starting on the outside, getting bumped into the wall here by the guys, so try and... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alpha Briscoe there we go. Trying to get down to the bottom lane, that's where we need to be. There we go. Got an opening the B down here. See what we can do. We got 3 cars on pit road now that have issues. So that's interesting. Get to the 11 there. There we go. And is that the 11 or was that the 10? 11. Okay, good. I thought that was the 11 car, but I wasn't sure. Ooh, almost spun it out there on the apron. Just barely able to grab that. That was not going to be fun. Just do not want to do that again. Tires are at that point though where the grip level is starting to fall off just a little bit. And so, ooh, boy, don't get to that apron too quickly there. There we go. Go to the inside. Should be able to pick up the 19 here. Off throttle, back on throttle, back on throttle, back on throttle, throttle. Go. Let's get the 4. What lap are we on? 6 laps remaining. Gotta hit that brake a little bit, make sure we're not gonna spin out. Grexon's been up there leading the whole time. Gonna give the 4 push here down the back stretch. That off. He's barely able to hold on to it, but able to do that pretty good. Got a little bit of drafting help here from the 4 on the straightaways. And able to get underneath him here for 5th. And got it. Almost didn't clear him there on the exit. That was going to be a bit of an issue. A little bit into the wall there. Yeah, just barely cleared his nose there off of 2. That would not have been fun. Alrighty, so our car's still on the looser side, longer into the run, but we, with that wedge adjustment and changing up the tire pressures, the car is definitely working a lot better. The biggest thing still is going to be tire wear and how close we are going to be on the tire. Got some more damage there from the wall. Let's see, where are we at? We're at 3 laps remaining. Can we make it all the way around with the wear that we have on the right front? That's going to be the question. We are really wearing that thing down. Yep, tire monitor is on. Let's see what we can do here. We'll try and get past Sieg. Not going to quite clear him. Good job by him holding it in there. 2 laps remaining. I think we can make it. It's going to take a lot of easing up on that tire, though. No, Gregson doing a great job leading here at Darlington. Ooh, almost lost it off of 2. Great control there from Wah to keep this car where it needed to be. Into the wall again. We're going to be able to make it around. Ooh, just barely. Alright, let's see. There's 2 positions right in front of us. I think we can send it with 1 lap to go, presented by Combustion Gamer Gear. You can check out my merch shop down in the description below. Alrighty. Here we go. We're going to try and send it. And we sent it really good there. Get the brake, get the brake, get the brake, get the brake. I think we got a podium. Come on. Come on. Yes! And we are going to get 3rd here at Darlington. And amazing that the tire did not pop. Whew. That was a slipping and sliding racetrack. I don't know what it was, but it was very, very slick. And part of that was the car being a little bit on the looser side, but it was a very slick racetrack compared to normal. Whew, that was a fun one. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. We were able to keep that tire on just a little bit. Had to kind of slack off there for a few laps just to keep that tire from blowing, but we did a good job with tire management there at the very end. So whew, that was fun. Alrighty, third. We will take that happily. That was a good job from us. Alright, taking a look at our race finishes here. We got ourselves Noah Gragson able to hold on to the lead the entire time. Harrison Burton there in second. Us in third. Good job by us, honestly, to get there and stay there in the end. Ryan Sieg, Jesse Little, Brandon Jones, Ross Chastain, Michael Annette, Riley Herbst, Chase Briscoe, and because unfortunately it looked like Austin Cindric ended up blowing up something, they ended up taking him all the way to the back, unfortunately. So bummer finish for him. We see the top 15 finishers: Daniel Hemrick, Justin Haley, Anthony Alfredo, Josh Bilicki, and Jeremy Clements. That's your top 15. And there you see they ended up putting Austin Cindric one lap down for the finish there. A lot of guys a lap down there, so that was an interesting race for sure. So pretty interesting. That takes us to the points standings. Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, us, and Noah Gragson all in the running currently. Looks like Joe Gibbs Racing currently running away with it. With the top 2 spots, so we're going to have to put some work in. And Jesse Little there, a good day for him. He has that win from Daytona, and he's currently sitting in the top 16, so he's going to need to work on those points a little bit to keep that position, but he is working that as hard as he can. And of course, fastest lap, Noah Gragson. That guy was lights out, so we need to work on that a little bit more. But yeah, Noah Gragson, great day here at Darlington, but decent recovery for us after spinning out and be able to move our way back to the field. Good day for us to be able to do that, especially since we were a lap down, so worked out good for us. So alright, that is it for the Darlington race. We will see you here next week for the next Xfinity Series race. Thank you for watching. See you guys here next time. Bye-bye.